So we've been talking a lot about dating profiles in our Facebook group lately, and one lady asked me to give her some feedback on her Tinder profile. Her name is Erin, and first of all, I just want to honor Erin for having the courage to step forward. It's never an easy process putting yourself out there. So I respect and appreciate your courage and willingness to learn, grow, and of course, having the willingness to receive feedback, Erin. These traits will take you a long way in this lifetime. By the way, if you want to join our Facebook group for high value and feminine women, I'll make sure I'll put a link below in the description. But here's a disclaimer. Not every single woman is going to be granted access to this group. This is not a group where you just go and extract value for yourself, pick fights, or make others wrong. We have very strict rules, and remember, respect is always the best policy. Anyhow, let me put on the screen Erin's profile right now, and let me just read it out to you. I own my own home, I can give killer massages, and will cook you dinner from scratch every night. What else do you want to know? I'll make you laugh, but whether it's with me or just at my awkwardness is yet to be determined. I like to cook, read, win at trivia nights, travel, watch football, and go out to dinner, movies, museums, shows, etc. What about you? General disclaimer, if I know you, I'm swiping right, and I don't even know what a super like means. Shrug. Alright, so I am going to use your profile, Erin, to illustrate the 3 things you as a woman should never put on your dating profile. Now, I don't care if it's Tinder, Bumble, Match, OkCupid, or plenty of fakes. I mean, fish. So this isn't to say that you wrote a terrible profile, Erin. Not at all. Not at all. My first impression here, Erin, is that it's not too bad. I can see that you've actually really tried to put some effort into it, which is fantastic. Great job. Bios are very difficult to write, even for the best of us. And you won't believe the percentage of women that don't bother with writing a bio. Fair enough, it's difficult and sometimes time-consuming to come up with a clever bio. But having said that, having something in the bio is almost always better than having no bio at all. It shows that you care. You want to make a genuine connection and show that you're human, right? However, you have to be careful, especially as a woman, what you put in your profile. The impression I get from reading this is that you are trying to put your best foot forward. You're trying to lead with the value that you believe you have, which is great. But here's the thing, you, Erin, you have so much more value to you as a woman, as a human being, as a soul, than what you've tried to put down in your bio. The first thing you said here is that you own your own home. That's great if you're looking for a housemate, right? My guess is you're not looking for a housemate, and an intimate relationship shouldn't just be based upon being housemates, right? Your value to men in general is so much greater than a roof, a massage, and a home-cooked meal. Personally, I love home-cooked meals, but that is the icing on the cake. It's not the cake itself. I mean, you can always pay someone to cook a meal for you, but you can't pay someone to invest in you or to fall in love with you. The ultimate value, I believe, when we talk about intimate relationships, comes down to really just 2 things, emotional attraction and emotional connection. In other words, the value is in your ability to connect deeply with men and your ability to establish and cultivate emotional attraction. So don't reduce your value to the handful of things that you can do for a man. I know there's so much more to you than just that. Oh, and Erin, here is how it comes across to men when they read your profile. It kind of feels like I don't feel like I'm enough in my own skin, so I need to somehow prove that I do have some kind of value, and hopefully you'll approve of me. I may not be enough as me, but I do have a house. Please approve of me. If that's not enough, I can give massages. Hopefully that would sweeten the deal. If not, I can always make home-cooked meals from scratch. I hope that is enough. That is kind of how it feels to read your profile as a man. Do you understand what I'm saying here? It's almost like me as a man saying to you, gosh, don't judge me. I'm not sure if I have any value as a man to give or to offer, so you know what? Take my money. Here, it's yours. Take it. Just don't judge me. See, the bigger issue here is that this kind of behavior typically attracts takers, scammers, and con artists. I mean, just go and Google how many online dating scams there are. You'd be shocked. I'm sure you wouldn't want to attract men who take advantage of your resources, right? So Erin, please know that you as a woman have so much more value than what you're putting down in your bio. Please don't think that this is all you have to offer. As a woman, number one, first and foremost, never put in your dating profile what you own. You will certainly attract people who will want to take from you. And even if you figure out at some point that they just want to take from you, that is, number one, time wasted, but number two, leaving a bad taste in your mouth and making you more jaded with men in the long run. The second thing you should never put in your dating profile is what you can do for a man. I mean, you as a woman, your worth is so much more than what you can do for men. Everything you can potentially do for a man can be outsourced for a dollar amount. And yes, I mean everything. And the moment you start thinking about a relationship in terms of dollar amounts, there is no relationship, it's a horse trade. So instead of thinking about your value in what you can do, the truth is your greatest value to men is your ability to inspire them to feel. Inspire them to feel. Your greatest value to men is your ability to inspire emotions, aliveness, and joy in men, therefore taking them out of their own masculine selves, their masculine but boring lives. See, you can put a dollar amount to a roof, a massage, or a home-cooked meal, but you can never put a dollar amount to a feeling, a connection, or a spark. So what you can do for men is something you shouldn't put in your dating profile. Don't reduce everything down to just a horse trade. Instead, focus on what is going to help you connect deeper with men, even if it's scary right now, because I can tell you, men want to have a relationship with you, not what you can do for them. They want to feel your soul, and that is infinitely more valuable than a roof, a meal, or a massage. Now, back to your profile, Erin. The rest of your bio isn't too bad. It's not fantastic, but it's not awful either. I kind of like what you wrote about, I'll make you laugh, but whether it's just me with me or just at my awkwardness is yet to be determined. I like that. It's kind of funny and it gives a sense of authenticity to your profile altogether. Now, notice I've blanked out your work details. This may be obvious to some people, maybe not to others, but this is online dating and there are a lot of strange people out there, so never put down your work details. Protect yourself first. You would never want someone to show up at your work unannounced or sabotage your job in any way. Not to mention, whenever you give away personal details, it becomes very easy to find you and your other profiles on the internet. Remember, we are in the internet age now. Personally, I had a minor incident with a woman at a supermarket a few weeks ago, and she gave me her first name and her last name. And from her name alone, I was able to find out her occupation, her family details, her email address, and her phone number on the internet, right? So as a rule, don't put down any personal details that would identify you in your dating profile. The added bonus to that is that there's more mystery when you don't reveal these personal details. My belief is that if a piece of information doesn't add value in any way to making a deeper connection with men, then you don't need that on your profile. Simple. So for the most part, I would always recommend you as a woman to leave out not just what company you work for, but your job description altogether. Let there be some mystery. I mean, the value isn't in the information. It's in the connection and the emotional attraction, right? So here's my policy. Whenever a man asks what you do for a living, don't just volunteer the information. Come on, give them 3 guesses. Again, the information isn't value. The connection that you make is where all the value is at. So play a game. Let them guess. What? You think I'm a nurse? That's funny. If I had to change bedpans for a living, gosh, don't get me started. I don't know how any nurses do it, right? See, it's all in the playful banter. Again, the connection and the playful banter is where the value is, not the information itself. Okay, so just to recap, the 3 things you as a woman should never put in your dating profile. Number 1, what you own. Number 2, what you can do for a man. And number 3, your identifiable details. Here's the thing. You might be wondering what you should actually put in your bio. Because let's face it, writing a decent bio is hard. It's really, really hard. And writing an outstanding bio puts you in the legendary unicorn status. So let me tell you this. You are doing extremely well if your profile can satisfy the following 3 requirements. Number 1, Your profile needs to stand out in a high value and memorable way so that it doesn't just blend in with every other generic profile out there. And yes, there are plenty of generic profiles out there. I've seen a lot of them. Number 2, your profile needs to create some level of intrigue, curiosity, and mystery so that you're able to draw men into your world. And number 3, your profile needs to have a few conversation bait so that it makes it easy for any man to deepen the conversation with you beyond the small talk. In other words, this idea of conversation bait helps to create that conversation momentum necessary for any deeper connection to occur. Most women make the mistake of thinking that the bio is about them. It's not. After all, a stranger on the internet is not going to care about you per se, right? Instead, think of your bio as an extension of your playful personality. Don't describe who you are, show them who you are. Now, if you want to learn exactly how you can craft the perfect bio for yourself and your dating profile, then I can help you. In my testing of different types of bio, I've discovered that there are 3 different types of bio that work best in online dating, especially for you as a woman. And after reading thousands, literally thousands of bios in the last several weeks, I've concluded that hands down, these 3 styles are the best of the best. So if you want your bio to be unique, high value, and have it stand out from all the rest, then you need to be using one of these 3 unique styles. Choose the one that suits you best, and I can promise you great success to follow. Now, I will be sharing what these 3 styles are, as well as the exact templates to use so that you can easily craft your own bio in my brand new program titled High Value Profile and Banter. It took me many hours to come up with these templates, and now you can easily write your own high value bio without breaking a sweat. This program will be officially launching very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled. Oh, in case you haven't attended my class on High Value Banter, I'll make sure to add a link down in the description. High Value Banter is one of the most important skills you need in online dating because it's going to help you create emotional attraction and romantic tension with men. And without emotional attraction, romantic tension, your conversations will fizzle out sooner or later. So if you want to attend this class right now, go to highvaluebanter.com. That's highvaluebanter.com. The class is free, so go ahead, check that out. All right, that is all for this video. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of Erin's dating profile. What did you like about it and what could you have improved upon? Once again, Erin, I respect your courage, your willingness to put yourself on the line. I hope this video has served you, and I'll speak to you very soon.